Hi, and welcome to this week's edition of the Las Vegas Advisor Weekly Update with Anthony and Andrew. Today is Thursday, January 30th in the year 2025. This is going to be a fun episode. I'm going to kick it over right to Anthony.
Okay, well, this may be for a while at least the last weekly update.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what we want to explain right now. This is going to be sort of an explanatory show where we're going to talk about what we're going to do. We're still trying to put the final, bow on the whole thing. Mm-hmm. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to explain what our ideas are going forward, and then we're going to rerun the part of the member reward show that we did, where we've added some things to it. But first, those who have already seen it don't need to watch the whole thing, though you might, because we've added a bunch of graphics and whatever. So first thing we're going to do is just talk about what our plan is to try to grow this show. We've been talking over and over again that we're happy with doing it. People like it. They come in, they tell us how much they like it. But we're stuck on 18,000 subscribers. So we want to try some new things. Mm-hmm. Essentially, we're going to have 4 components, and we're not married to any of them. I mean, it's not like we're going to do one every week, although that's how we're going to try to start. Mm-hmm. And we're going to explain those now, with the first one being a monthly update.
That's right. We like the updates, but to do it every week, we felt might stagnate the show a little bit. So we will still do one, and it'll include all the good deals and things that we find and stories, but it'll be once a month.
Yeah, and it'll probably be the first week of the month, because that comes right after the Las Vegas Advisor goes to press. Mm-hmm. All the new stuff is right at our fingertips. It'll be just like before. We'll have a question of the day, the whole thing. The only thing we won't have is a jackpot of the week.
What else are we going to be doing, Anthony? We're still going to keep the Beer Fridays. We're not going to stop doing Beer Fridays.
Beer Fridays for sure. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's kind of become a signature of ours. Mm-hmm. People seem to like it. People talk to me all the time. All we've got left to do there is get a beer sponsor, right?
That's right. we get a lot of people coming in the office and giving us beers, and it's awesome. But
Andrew, do you know how many beers I have? We said something about us drinking Heinekens.
Yeah.
I have, since that last show, I have 40 beers.
Okay.
40 Heinekens that people have brought.
Well, that sounds like a fun weekend.
Wait a minute. What did they buy? No, they brought a whole case.
Yeah.
And then two 6-packs.
Okay.
So 24, 26, 36. Okay, so we got 36 Heinekens in the fridge. Thank you, everybody.
And cheers.
Very much appreciate that. But, I'm staying Ellis Island. Where are you, man?
Yeah, get in there.
Right? We want to drink some Ellis Island beers. So we will absolutely keep Beer Fridays.
I do love the Ellis Island beer, I have to say.
Yeah, indeed. So the new ones, the 2 new things that we're going to try to add. One, we've talked about it. It's going to be guests. Mm-hmm. We're going to have a guest. And I mean, we've got an unbelievable list. Mm-hmm. We've got authors, we've got pro gamblers, we've got casino bosses, owners, we got bar bosses, we've got celebrities, we've got influencers, and we're going to go that route with a guest, hopefully at least once a month.
Yeah,
and we'll see how that goes.
And that's exciting. Also, when we were doing our last live stream, we had a lot of wonderful ideas that came from you guys. So.
Absolutely. And I mean, we've already experimented with this, right? We've done Steve Sear, we've had Munchkin, we've had Vegas Matt, we've had Matt Borey from the what do they call Jackpot Gents?
Jackpot Gents, yeah.
We've had Dee Castleman. We've had we've actually done this a few times.
Yeah.
So we're going to that's number 3, and number 4, and this is going to be the big experiment, is we're going to have a jackpot show.
That's right. We are going to put together a few jackpots. We're going to break them down, talk about them, and people really seem to like the jackpots. So we're going to kind of reinvent that a little.
Yeah, we're going to see. We looked at we get so many emails from people and even phone calls saying, "Why don't you use my jackpot? It was great." And we go, because they're stacked on top of one another, and we're going to try to do, maybe we'll do 3 or 4, or maybe we'll do 9 or 10. And we'll just rip through them, or maybe we'll do 3 or 4 where we will have the lessons involved and explain and the analysis, and that seemed to be a favorite part of what we did in the weeklies. Yeah. So we're going to give that a go, and we've sent them in. We've got bunches of them already, but we're going to need a bunch.
Yep. Send them to the media@huntingtonpress.com email address. Like Anthony indicated, we got a lot that are backlogged, but just send fresh ones. And the other thing is, if you can send video, the pictures are great, the still pictures are great, but if you got any video, put that along. That actually is captivating.
Yeah, there's nothing like the video.
Yeah.
I mean, of all of them, the best ones we've had were those that came in with videos. So, we're looking for that. This is going to really boil down to, what does the viewer want? And we're going to experiment with it. And who knows, man, we might go back to
Weeklies.
same thing.
We might go back to the same thing.
We
Yeah.
might, but we've got to experiment and step out and try to do a few things.
Yeah.
So starting next week is going to be our first guest, and that's going to be Frank B.
That's right. And Super Bowl is upon us.
Yeah, and that's why we're having Frank.
Yeah.
Frank is our sports betting expert. He's the guy who works with me with Mattress Mac.
That's highly sought after.
Yes. During this week, during the Super Bowl week, everybody wants Frank on their show.
Right.
To talk about basic strategies for betting, what he sees in the proposition bets. So it's going to be an important one. Plus, Frank is, the guy's a world traveler. He's gambled all over the world. He plays. He's an expert at all the games. And so he's going to be our first guest as we, kind of initiate this series.
Okay. So that's some fun things to look forward to. If you have any ideas, we're reading the comments. We're looking for ideas as we are looking to grow. And for the second part of this episode, we are going to revisit the 2025 Member Rewards book coupons.
Right. We've run this before. And actually, we excerpted this from something we did earlier, but we've added a bunch of graphics.
Yeah.
And, we're doing this for three reasons. One is we need to fill up the rest of the space today. Two is it's a promo for us. But three is, it's a public service announcement for casino goers.
That's right.
Because our book's that good.
Yeah.
And I don't mind saying it. I'm really thrilled with this year's. The feedback has been amazing. It's really that good. But we also, in the rest of this video that's about to follow, we left out two important things that I want to bring up right now. One of them is a first for us. We've never had a coupon before that was a free gift. And we don't mention it in the video that's about to show. Silver Sevens came up with this idea that 4 times a year, once every quarter, the customer can bring in the Member Rewards coupon, both the original from the book and then the online, as we'll explain, and get a VIP gift.
That's cool.
Yeah, you know why it's cool is because all of the people who are getting these gifts are their top players.
That's right.
They've earned these gifts.
They've gotten them through comp points.
Yes, and lots of coin in and everything else. So this is not garbage. These are like kitchen sets, and I don't mean dining room tables and things, but I mean, cookery and things like that.
Yep.
Waffle irons, purses, I don't know.
Sometimes it's Ray-Ban sunglasses.
Yeah,
So,
it's good stuff. And when they first brought it to me, I was like, I don't know, I'm not a gift. And then I started thinking about it. Then I started looking at the things they're giving away. And I went, not only is this unique, not only is this a first, but it's something that people are really going to dig.
Right. And you can do it more than once a year.
Yeah, you can do it every quarter. So, all right, so let's get to that. People want, they're like, we've had some feedback going, I don't get it.
How does it work?
How does it work? All right, here's how it works. In the Member Rewards book, there's a coupon for this. And you bring it in whenever you bring it in. You could bring it in the first quarter, the second, the third, any time of the year.
Right.
And this is what you take to their redemption booth. It's all explained, in the actual coupon. All right, now you get the gift. You get into their system. They do it on certain days at certain times, so it's all explained. Then, let's say you do it in the first quarter. You want to come back. You come back. Let's say you come back at the end of the year in November or something. Now you're in the fourth quarter. We are going to have a Member Rewards online download that you can then download and take. So somebody who lives in Vegas can do it for all 4 quarters.
Perfect.
They can go in the first quarter, they take it out of the book, and then the second, third, and fourth quarter, they download the coupon from Member Rewards online, they take it back in, and they're going to get 4 VIP gifts in the course of a year.
Very cool.
Very strong, man. Really strong in my opinion.
And we don't know what the gifts are yet. They're just what they're giving away to their players.
Yeah, but they're good.
They're always good.
Again, before we took this, we said, we'll give you an example. And they showed me, and I was like, wow, these are pretty good things.
Right.
Plus there's other things you can do there. Silver Sevens did a $10 free play. It's one of our new free plays in the book. So you can go do a free play and get your gift, and, I don't know.
And the free play is what you call an any idiot coupon, right? It's like you really can't lose.
All right, and the second thing I want to bring up that's we talk about a little bit in the video that's coming up, but that is the fact that there will be coupons added throughout the year with Member Rewards online. We're going to just make a big push this year, and we're already doing it. We're talking to a lot of people about shows. I can't divulge which, but there's some of the big ones in town. So really, that's kind of all there is to say right now. We're going to run this video. If you haven't seen it, you should watch it. If you have, you might want to stick around anyway.
All right, so now it's time to get into what we are all so curious about, the 2025 Member Rewards Coupon Book. Anthony, you've put a lot of work into it. You've foreshadowed that this is going to be one of the best books you've ever made. Let's get into it. Let's talk about the process of the coupon book.
We ended up with 70 offers in the book.
Okay.
Exact same as last year. Another 24, what we call MROs, Member Rewards Online.
Okay.
So we've got 94 altogether. And we're still working on more member rewards. That's what we're going to do all year in 2025. More member rewards offers. The whole book. I haven't done all of the analysis of it yet, but it's well over $2,000 in value.
Okay, so we can say it's worth thousands.
Yes, we can say it's worth thousands. Like we used to say, we talked about that.
All right.
And people say, I find that hard to believe. Well, it is true. If you were to take those 100 coupons almost and take their value, average, that's only an average value of $20 per coupon. And some of them are worth way, way more than that.
Right.
So this is if you were to use every one optimally, and nobody's going to do that, but that is an actual and true number.
Right. And what is so much fun is to grab a bunch of these great coupons, like the main ones, and just bop around and go do them all quickly in one day. It's a great time.
Well, we're going to talk about what's in it. So people who want to know if it's worth it for you, then stick around. We're going to show you something cool after this. We're going to talk about splitting tens. That's the last thing we're going to do today. But, so skip through it if you don't want to know. If you want to know, we're going to talk about it now. About $500 in gambling value.
Okay.
Now, we did lose some gambling coupons. And last year it was closer to $700. And we're down to $500, which is not bad. The product's $50. Of those, we talk about the Any Idiot. What our AI for us is Any Idiot coupons, meaning anybody can play them to extract the value because no special expertise is needed. The Any Idiot value of this year's member rewards is $172.
So you just got to play those coupons, and they're worth about $172.
Is the average, without a lot of variance. Free play alone, meaning you don't risk a dime, meaning you just go and turn them in, and they're going to give you $10 here and $10 there, whatever. It's the expected value is $54.05.
Hey, there we go.
So this is something we always strive to do: is say you can play your free play coupons, and it pays for the membership because it's $50 for a membership.
Yep.
Right. So we were pretty happy about that. It came out to 54.
Well, let's get into some of the highlights, Anthony. What are some of the coupons that you think customers are going to be most excited about?
Okay, so let's take a look. We've got our great participants again. Ellis Island.
Oh, yeah.
The Plaza. And this year the Rio.
Really? The Rio,
the
great.
Rio really got into it. We talk about the master coupons. And for us, a master coupon is something that you can get all your value back in one play. And we've got like several of them this year. Most important, everybody wants to know about the Palms Buffet.
Yeah, what's up with the Palms?
It's back.
Okay.
And so it's good for lobster night. It's good for crab night. That's if you use it for lobster night, it's 2 for 1 or 50% off. So for a couple, they're going to use a 2 for 1. That's $80 right there.
Yeah, I was going to say I think they increased their price a little bit at the Palms on the buffet.
Yeah. So we've also got the same thing, the waiver of the resort fees and discounts at the Rio and Downtown Grand.
Okay.
All right.
The Rio recently renovated their rooms.
Yeah. And I mean, that one's terrific. It's 30% off and then no resort fee.
Okay.
All right, so 25% off the entire check at the top of Binion Steakhouse. We talked about that. That saves people $100.
And that place is fantastic. Like, what a great place to go eat.
Yeah, and then we talk about the Rio again. These are again master coupons. 2 for 1s on Penn and Teller. 2 for 1s on Wow at the Rio. And also big discounts on big ticket experiences. So one of them being Dream Racing.
Okay.
Right,
oh,
so
yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah, you go out to the Motor Speedway.
Okay.
And you can get 15 to 20% off depending on what package you take. And these are like $300 packages. So, we're talking about saving $50 and $60 again,
Yeah, I was going to say, this is like a real thrill. I mean, this is like real racing, and these are expensive packages.
Well, talking about a real thrill, I've been trying to get this one for years. And we finally got it. We got a 15% discount on Love Cloud.
I don't know what that is.
All right. Love Cloud is a private airplane that you go on with your significant other.
Okay.
And they go a mile high.
Oh, I got it.
You get it?
Yeah, I got it.
And that's what you and they give you enough time.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
I mean,
yeah.
some people need more time than others.
That's right.
But I think it's about an hour long that they fly a mile high.
Okay.
And you are in a secluded space in the back.
Okay.
And these go for anywhere from they've got a $995 special up to a little over $2,000. So a 15% discount can save you $150 to $300.
Okay. And you get to join the Mile High Club.
And you join the Mile High Club.
Sounds
I
like
think
a nice
they give
club
you a
to be in.
certificate. I think
Okay.
it comes with champagne. I think it comes. Look, I don't know how many people are going to use this.
Yeah.
But you know, I've just been wanting to get it for years, and we finally got through to them, and they were like, "This sounds great. Let's do it."
You know, people come to Vegas to get married. People come to Vegas for a variety of reasons, and
For an experience.
yeah.
Right. So we kind of like that. Some of the new ones. All right. Everybody's like, "What's new? What's new?" All right. We got new offers from Silver Sevens, Rio, the Westgate. The Westgate is another buffet.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Another
yeah.
2-for-1 for the fresh buffet, I believe it's called at Westgate. New ones at the Plaza, Buffalo Bills. New gambling bonuses at Silver Sevens, Crown and Anchor, Silverton.
Okay.
All right, new places that are in. We got Chicago Brewing Company. We got the 808 Cafe. We got something called Cartzilla, which is a tour around the strip in a shopping cart.
You
a
know,
big
I've
van
seen
strip.
this. This is like a family thing.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you're in a shopping cart. It's
Right.
a car, but
Yes.
it drives up and down the strip, and everybody looks at you because you're in a car that looks like a shopping cart.
Right, and the bums try to steal it.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me real quickly going back to the Crown and Anchor.
Yeah.
All right, check this out. I was, every year when we have the good ones, I'm like, I hope they come back. Crown and Anchor is a cool Instacomp. You play $200 through, which is nothing, and you can get anything on the menu comped.
Yep.
We call it an Instacomp. It's like being comped in a casino, only it's a bar. They have great food, right? Well, anyway, Art, who is the manager there, goes, I go, you want to do it again, Art? He's like, absolutely. And he says, he goes, I want to double down. I said, okay. And he goes, yep, I want to double down. And he goes, if they play an extra 100 on top of that, so if they go to 300, get 25 in free play.
Really? Okay.
So for $300, you get a comp meal, anything on the menu, all their pies, all their great, chicken fingers, the whole thing, and then $100 more for 300 and 25 in free play.
That sounds like a great deal, especially if you if you have a couple with that's a great date.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
And I mean, we've got these Instacomps at a couple of places. Jackson's, the ribeye special, is terrific. Sporting Life Bar, any item on the menu.
Yeah.
These are and they're just small, small playthroughs. So we got those. Dining. Okay, our dining places. I already mentioned Top of Binion Steakhouse. Fat Troy at Eureka. Right? You like Fat Troy? It's a
I
good
like
place.
Eureka and I like Fat Troy. It's a great restaurant.
Siegel's 1941 at El Cortez. Emerald Grill at Emerald Island. Triple B at Rainbow Club. Those are both in Henderson. Triple George downtown. Treasure Steakhouse.
Okay.
The strip club.
Yep, yep.
They've got a great steakhouse there, and we got
You had that coupon last year. I didn't use it, but I wanted to.
yeah, and those are among them.
Okay.
All right, so drinks. All right. Usually we've always for the last couple of years we've had a specialty drink in the front yard at Ellis Island.
That's right.
We got that back.
And at Circa.
And at Circa, the 2 glasses of champagne, like $17 glass, $18 glasses of champagne. But this year we've also got 2-for-1s at the Lapa Lounge at the Rio and a choice of Carousel Bar or Sand Dollar downtown at the Plaza.
Two cool places. I got to tell you, I went recently to both the Sand Dollar because the Sand Dollar comps parking.
Yes.
So you play at the Sand Dollar, you get your parking comped at the Plaza, and then you go also pay attention to that Carousel Bar. It's fun. The bartenders were great, and on a nice night, you're sitting outside. Oh.
Plaza's been fantastic. Like I said, Plaza, Rio, Ellis Island have been unbelievably good to us.
I mean, where else do you go to sit outside and play video poker?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. All right, so a couple of quickies again. We'll finish up here. Shows and attractions. I mentioned Penn and Teller and WOW. Magic of Jen Kramer at Westgate. Plaza misbehaves Mavericks. They just started a new show down there. And we got to buy one, get one for these.
Okay.
And then I mentioned, of course, Dream Racing. One I didn't mention, Machine Gun Vegas.
Okay, that sounds
Discounts
fun.
if you want to go shoot machine guns.
People do. People want to shoot those big machine guns.
NV Spa. a couples massage.
Okay.
Discount on a couple of massages. NV Spa at El Cortez.
Okay.
All right. Accommodations, we already talked about it. We got discounts at Downtown Grand, the Plaza, Binion's, the Strat, Arizona Charlie's, and the Rio. And then, of course, the gambling coupons, which I already talked about.
Okay.
So it's a pretty darn good haul, man.
All right. So if you had fun last year, you'll double down, do it again this year.
You get to use them all again.
Absolutely. Get it early, get it now, so you can use them all year long. Yeah. And you go to the link in the description box, click on it, go grab your, become a member.
Can't lose here, man.
Yeah.
I mean, and you get the newsletter every month, and access to our website.
So I hope you enjoyed the graphics. Remember, if you like coupons, if you like doing coupon runs, if you like good discounts in Vegas, share the video. Tell your friends about us.
Yeah, we're building our membership. The more people we get, the stronger we get, and the more we get for you.
And that's it for this week. We'll see you next week.